Hello, YouTube. I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy's Makeup Adventures. And girl, I look so pasty. I don't know if it is the lighting because it's so late at night. Sorry, guys. This is my time to film. I am going to try to do something when the kids go to school tomorrow, but they had homeschool learning today, so I was planning on getting my videos done while they're at school, and they didn't have school today. It was a really hard day in the Johnson household. I already kind of freaked out. Okay, so anywho, do you like my headband? It's so springy. I love pastel colors in the spring. So, and of course, as soon as I start talking, she didn't have a problem until right now. And she's like, "Row, row." Okay, so this video is going to be our weekly purchase or pass. I'm sorry if I'm late. Early, whatever, to the party. I did want to wait. See, I don't know what this is gonna look like because I can only see like it looks bright to me, but like in all the I don't know, I feel so like it's just not right. Cat, I swear to God. Okay, all right, so I wanted to wait until today because March the 1st, I knew that they were going to be dropping some more things because it's the first, it's not the first day of spring because we have to wait till the 21st for that. But, it's like when people start doing spring stuff is March the 1st. So, really excited to talk about our first one. If I remember correctly, I could kind of put it on the screen wherever I wanted last time, but I'm using a new program. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so the first release is from Tammy Cosmetics, or Makeup by Tammy, I guess. And I have seen some of her videos. I love her videos, but I didn't realize I wasn't even subscribed to her channel. So I went over there and subscribed, and I had seen the release, the cover and some of the promo photos a couple days ago for her Chasing Butterflies palette. And it is gorgeous, and she does the most beautiful looks. So friends, I feel like I have this palette. I do think that she will be, I think it'll sell out very easily. It wasn't sold out yet when I was just on the site, but it is available now. It's $19.99 in euros. So I think that's about like $24 for those of us who are in the US. But yes, girl, yes. This is such a pretty palette release. Such pretty colors, very bright and vibrant. Some of the colors are traditional, what you would consider springy kind of colors. But then she has these rich reds in there, and pinks and blues and turquoise and yellow and just all the colors that butterflies are, right? So I'm not going to be getting this palette because I do believe I have those colors. However, we are going to do a video doing her butterfly look because she says it's really easy if we follow the steps. So we're gonna all follow the steps and see if we can make butterflies on our eyes because it's springtime. Yay! And that's all thanks to Tammy Clark, and we love you. Keep chasing your butterflies over there. So this is available now, like I said, $19.99 in euros. Check that out and give that some love. I will link all of these brands in the description like I did the last time. By the way, all this information, all the information I pulled today, I pulled from Trend Mood, Instagram, and from things that I've purchased, and Indie Makeup Spotlight, I think, is where everything is coming from. Okay, so up next we have new from Natasha Denona, and this is in Sephora now. And it didn't say what the price was, but I've heard everybody talking it's going to be the $129 one, because that's what I've not bought any of her palettes. They had one in BoxyCharm, that $50 little one. It was called the Peak eyeshadow or something. And it was good enough. It just, to me, I'm like, $129 on a palette? Oh, I spent $78 on the Pat McGrath with the special shadows, the Celestial Divinity. I'm so excited to break that out and use that in the springtime, because I think that there's a lot of really pretty chameleon shades in there that I can use. But anyway, back to the Natasha Denona. This is not my favorite color story, but even if it was my favorite color story, I'm not paying that price. By the way, friends, I have on a look that it was inspired by my daughter Haley. She did my makeup with the palette that I have on today. So take a guess right now in the comments. Take a guess what's on my eyes, and we'll confirm it later on, because I have it here. But it's a brand new palette, and I'm super enthusiastic about the look that she gave me, and then that I created based on the look that she gave me. Very, very, very pretty the way it turned out. I have some pictures that I'll put in either here or somewhere else, probably here. Just so that you can see up close my eyeballs, if you can't see them now, which I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with the lighting for a night video. It's okay, my chaos darling, honey. It's all right. Okay, so yeah, this isn't for me in any way, shape, or form, but it's at Sephora now, I believe, for $129, or maybe it's coming soon. All I saw was in Sephora. So I don't know. Okay, this next one just irritates me, okay? Because I do happen to like Coach. I'm 40 years old, and I had never had a Coach purse until like a year and a half ago, something like that. I bought a used one from a friend of mine, and I loved it. I took it like everywhere I went, and it was sturdy, and it was nice, and it went with everything. And so I actually bought myself one this last summer. And so I like Coach. I like it. I, of course, bought it off of the, what's that called? What's it called when you get it? Outlet. I got it at the outlet, of course, because I'm not paying full price for pretty much anything. I really don't. I'm cheap. I'm a cheap person. That's okay though. I have champagne taste on my beer budget. Don't worry. Okay, so anywho, what the fuck is Coach doing teaming up with Sephora Collection? And what do a shark and a dinosaur have to do with Coach specifically? I'll wait. Huh? Where did this come from? Coach, why are you teaming up with Bargain Basement Makeup? And I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm sure that you can make a Sephora palette work. I'm just not sure why anybody would want to when we have all of these gorgeous indie brands that you can get at a good price. That why would people be in this day and age, why are you shopping in the Sephora collection? I do not understand that. There are so many brands that are so much better than that. Don't do that to yourself, even if it says Coach on the side. That's just my own personal feelings. And if you love the Sephora collection, I'm sorry. I don't mean any disrespect. I just think that there's so much better makeup than that. You know, I have so many questions. I feel like Coach and Tarte would have been a great collab. I feel like Coach and Too Faced would have been an okay collab. I feel like Coach and really, when I think of Coach, I think of more like Tom Ford kind of vibes, like expensive shit. I don't get this collab at all. Moving on. Okay, so new from Colourpop, and this one, thank you, Colourpop, for launching some new blushes, because they basically have had the same two blush shades that they, and maybe sometimes they'll throw in an orchid, but they've got the coral and the pink, and the coral and the pink, and the coral and the pink, and it's all the same, and sometimes there's like a rose color in there. It's just very, very meh. They've always been traditional blushes, traditional powder blushes. This is something different. And Colourpop, if you're going to be releasing things 24/7, we really like that you've released the Cheek Dew Serum. This seems smart. It seems to have some range. There's more colors in there than we're used to getting in Colourpop's range. So that's exciting and good on you. So that's a release I can get behind. And I'm not going to make a special purchase from Colourpop's site just to get the cheek serums, but you better bet that if next time I really like one of their palette releases, I very well could be picking up some blush serum. So I like it. This is a good one. Yay! Okay, up next we have more. No, honey. This is from Urban Decay, and this is releasing single shadows in new packaging. For $22 per single shadow. Now, if you're not doing my taxes and or some sort of light trick on my eye, like a chameleon shadow, like a what do they call them? Flake pigment or something. If you're not going to do something freaking cool, if you're just a regular eyeshadow for $22, who is buying this? This is the same person, I feel, that is buying these Natasha Denona palettes for $129, like every time they release. They're like, yeah, I've got the new Natasha Denona. It was only $129. How many times do you do that a year? 10 times a year? That's a lot. I don't feel that. And for Urban Decay, at this point, I liked their last like pencil release. They had some new colors as far as their eye pencil formula, and I do like their pencil eyeliners. And now it's single shadows for $22. I just don't understand who's doing the single shadow thing in 2021. Palettes are where it's at and have been for a long time. And for an indie brand, you know, single shadows seem like a much better bet. You're going to get a higher quality, you're going to get more of a handmade type of feel, and it's not for a big old company that can't seem to get it right. So Urban Decay, again, this is not it. And I feel like they're kind of like Becca, and I believe Brittany Clark was just talking about this in her live earlier this evening. I like you. I'm one of your riches. That sounds weird when I say it out loud. Anyway, yeah, Urban Decay, hate to, foreshadow or anything, the impending doom there, but y'all's got to get it together. And I know that a bunch of people are like blown away by this Wild West palette, and I'm like, what are we doing? It's not me. And it takes all kinds, so no bashing. I will get over it. For me, it's a no. And that's not just because I can't afford it. If I could afford it, I probably still would say no, because I can get an amazing indie palette with like 15 shades for $22. I have some on the way that are under that. So anyway, who is buying this? Moving on. Next we have Bare Mineral blushes. We have like 3 blushes. Boring. And we're moving right along, because that's how much time I have for Bare Minerals. Dior. I think we're gonna almost move as quickly on the Dior. The pans are pretty in this little quad thing, but this is what they release like 10 times a year. Like, I feel like it's the same thing 10 times a year. Are people buying this? And if so, have you ever experienced something like, I feel like Dior people should like go over to Charlotte Tilbury or something. Or I don't know. I have not been impressed by anything I've seen out of Dior's makeup catalog in a long time. Maybe a lipstick or something like that, but I'm not into spending $39 for lipstick either. So I don't know how much this new thing is going to be, and I'm 100% not going to get it. So moving on. And here's where we get super excited, because right here is Jeffree Star is finally giving giving us something to be excited about again. I haven't been this excited since the launch of these beauties right here. These gorgeous collector's items right here. My ornament mirrors. So this is the anniversary of the blood sugar palette. It's been 3 years. So we're going to do a special video when my order comes in, because I got so let's talk about it first before I tell you what I got. So I already have the blood sugar palette. You guys saw that I got that as my last Christmas present. And the new mini palette only has the one new shadow called Wisdom, and it's that red sparkly shade in the middle of the palette with a tooth on it. Although that shade is super, super pretty, and I would love to have that. I'm not spending $29 on one shade. Again, it's just not, no thanks. But the highlighter palette, since we all know I love me some Jeffree Star highlighter, I'm beaming in it. It matches my little headband. Super cute. So yikes. My new hair is like so different. I love it. Okay, so yeah. Wasn't gonna get the palette, or the mini palette, but I bought the highlighter palette, and I'm actually super stoked. I've seen some swatches, and I'm excited. And then there's a surprise that I ordered with it. It's a surprise for me, really, not a surprise for you guys. I do give you lots of surprises though. So it'll be a surprise for the video, and then we'll do like a rebirth of the palette kind of thing, like do several different kind of looks that you can do with that palette highlighter combo. Maybe we'll do some like a challenge or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out. It should be here in about a week. So we'll see about that. Usually it's about a week. I am waiting for something that goes with it from a different retailer. So we'll see how that all goes down. But I was pretty excited. Now, I had heard he was going to launch a mascara, and I was excited for that. But then this came out, and I was super stoked to have that as well. So I'm not like a traditional collector in that I don't have to have every single thing he releases. I just want to have the best of the things that he's released. So I want to do an updated Jeffree Star that doesn't sound good. It's coming from the same closet with my new furnace in it. I'm a little scared. Okay, anyway, moving on. I'm not gonna get scared because that's silly. Okay, so yes, I want to do like an updated Jeffree Star collection. I had filmed one of those like a week ago or something like that, and then this new thing came up, and I was like, well, I'll just do it after this stuff comes in. So, anywho, up next, and I am like at the edge of my seat because I didn't think much of this. Remember, we talked about this last time, that Jaclyn was coming to Ulta, right? Well, right now she's dropping a bunch of her stuff. So she just announced it a couple days ago. It's going to be on her website. I've seen several people open it in PR. And then I saw her, I guess it's like an IGTV thing or something. And she did a little video on there instead of doing a YouTube video. But I'm like, why does this bitch open her mouth and I want to buy everything she's talking about? She's quite the salesperson, because I didn't think that I was excited about this. And then she was, you know, she's putting on the blush and the bronzer, and I'm like, damn, that looks so good. And then the highlighter, oh my, it's insane. It's insane. The smallest little one, she was saying, was the most concentrated that she put on the inner corners of her eyes. I'm like, yes, please. But I can't afford all that crap. So I'm like, Jaclyn, why are you so bougie? And then she said something about she's got the little mini highlighters. I don't know. I might pick something up. If it's like, she said that the little mini highlighters are only like $17 or something like that. $16. I don't know. It's a problem. Like, Jaclyn is just the thing that I really do like about this, though, is that she did say that it was going to be a permanent collection. So if you can't afford it right at the moment, you'll have time to save up for that. And eventually Ulta is going to start carrying some of these things as her core items. And so I'm hoping it's not like a shit show, like everything's sold out in 2 seconds kind of vibe, because that won't leave a good taste in my mouth. Now, I was not around in the whole YouTube thing when she made those lipsticks, so I haven't been tainted yet by anything. I remember when she released a highlighter or something. I do remember that, sort of ish. The highlighter palette or whatever. And I'm thrilled for her. She seems extremely genuine and excited. She obviously worked her tail off on these releases. She said they're made in Italy. She was very specific about the way that they're baked and all this, and just like really, really nice. Really, really nice. So I'm just like, I don't know. I just brace yourselves, because there may be something Jaclyn on this channel. Who would have thunk it? Because I think that Jaclyn is very basic, as far as her makeup aesthetic. It's so gorgeous, but it's not the like Angelica, Angeshka. I think it's Angeshka. Is it? Or Angelica? Angie? Whatever. She calls her people the Happy Clown Squad. And because, she likes to do colorful makeup, and I love to do colorful makeup. And sometimes I'm okay with a more natural kind of vibe, but not that often. I really do kind of prefer color. And or if I'm gonna do neutrals, I might need neutral pink leaning. Anywho, I'm just rambling. That has nothing to do with anything. Moving on from Jaclyn, although it is a very thrilling release. So let me sound off in the comments. Are you guys nervous to buy from her, or are you excited? Did you watch that IG story thing that I'm talking about, that I was like, what? Jaclyn, what? How did you make me want those? Because I was fully ready to anti-haul your ass. See, and now my mouth is getting a little carried away over here. I should really be like, a little more PC. Okay, anyway. So, Next is also from Colourpop. We have the Bambi Collection. And I've got to say that as soon as I looked at this, even though I like those purple shades in the, what's the skunk's name? I can't remember the skunk's name. But anyway, I like those purple shades, but I freaking hate those rectangle pans. That looks so cheap. That looks like LA. It's not even good enough for LA, girl. They have the sense to use square pans. It's like the LA Colors brand or something like that, the Dollar Tree. It's very cheap looking. And yes, I want my makeup to be cheap, but I don't want it to look cheap and I don't want it to act cheap. Listen, it's not that much to ask. I'm just saying. Moving on. This one I was super excited about. But there's so many things in the springtime, and I knew it was going to be like this because these are my types of colors. Springtime colors are my types of colors. So we have Peeps and Hipdot. Dude, Peeps and Hipdot. Okay, so Hipdot is Amazeballs. Their formula is Amazeballs. And this is so freaking cute. It's so freaking cute, dude. So, like, the color story is cute, but those little sponges shaped like Peeps, I don't think I can do it, and I'm so sad. So sad. Because I already purchased a few indie things to review, and I don't want to over purchase like I had been doing before because it's no good. Like, it just ends up to be in my collection, but like I don't have time to review it properly or give it the time that I need to give it. So it's probably not going to end up on the channel, but if you see it, don't judge me. Just don't judge me, okay? Please, this is a judgment-free zone. And that reminds me of Hot Mess Mama, because she says it's a judgment-free, drama-free. Mine is not drama-free. I know we're not drama-free over here. I don't think I can do drama-free. I do like less drama or about a lot of things. But makeup's kind of like fun drama, isn't it? I'm just saying. Okay, so speaking of drama, up next we have Trixie Mattelle. Trixie Mattelle. So, oh my gosh, this palette's cute. It's a cute little 80s themed, like it's the little palettes in the blues family. It's got the little VCR nod to it, and it's supposed to be like an homage to the glamour of 80s television. And I like Trixie, I like the blues, but like I'm pretty set on blue palettes. I have Blue Blood, I have Colourpop's Blue Moon, I have the dupe for Blue Blood. I'm good on the blue palettes, but this is a really cute little release from Trixie, and I do think it's very, very cute. I wonder if you guys would be interested in me making myself up to be Trixie. I would try that. I think that would be super cute. Okay, so up next we have from the counters at your local mall. Here is the Estee Lauder. This is like a new pretty shade of blush. It's like supposed to be like a universal type rose shade, which is nice because it's a darker rose shade. It's going to be available at Nordstrom, $39 though. And see, I used to work at the mall at Lancome. That's where I got my makeup start. And I loved the Estee Lauder counter. I bought half Lancome and half Estee Lauder. I can't use Estee Lauder's skincare. Well, they have gluten in a lot of their stuff, and they're certainly not vegan. They have a lot of strange ingredients in their formulas, but you know, a really pretty blush like this it's very nice. It sells very well in the mall. And if you love Estee Lauder, the way that their fragrances are, because their makeup is heavily fragranced, if you love that, then here is your new blush. Alright, so interesting. Save the video to a new file. Don't tell me what to do, Mr. Camera. I don't know, this is a new camera, and I have been on camera now for 33 minutes uninterrupted. Can you tell my kids are in bed? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay, so this next one is from KVD Beauty. So it's not Kat Von D anymore. It's like kind vegans doing good beauty. Is that real, or is that just people made that up? Let me know down in the comments if that's real, because girl, really, with the name. Anyway, it is owned by Kendo, right? And or Estee Lauder. Is it Estee Lauder? No, Kendo. Whatever. I think it's owned by an umbrella company of some sort. I've never said this. I'm intrigued in a KVD product. It's a great shade range, like super good. I think there's like 50 shades or something like that. But it gets me because it says it's a skin perfecting balm. And I have dry skin. I just don't know if they were going to release a balm. Why didn't they do it before Christmas? I feel like over the winter, that would have been flipping fantastic to have a skin balm. I don't know. But I am so intrigued by this. I don't know how much. I think it's going to be like $38, something like that, because usually that's like it's almost like the industry standard for a high-end foundation. So I don't know. I'm really intrigued by this. I would love to. I don't know if people are allowed to do swatches anymore. Is that a thing? Do people do swatches? But you know, I would be so interested in like what the consistency is like of that. And by the way, just bringing that foundation thing up, you guys, I'm sure, have seen the advertisements on Instagram, or I'm guessing on YouTube, wherever, I don't know. Il Makiage has all these like skin perfecting, this quiz can save your makeup kind of situation for foundation. And they let you try it before you buy it, which I thought was really interesting, which is a trick that we used at the mall, you know, because then you'll really love the foundation. You'll come back and buy it, even if it's a crazy price, which the Il Makiage is like $44 or something like that. But I did take the quiz and it was rather in depth. And it told me my shade name, but I was like too chicken to pull the trigger because that's an expensive foundation, you're supposed to get 14 days to try before you buy. That always goes south. It's no good. But it's just like, it's very interesting. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing the Il Maquillage. Like, I am so curious about it because they have it, they put it on so many ads. That woman puts out ads. Oh my goodness. But like, it makes me, want to try it. So I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. Up next, this is a new brand by the person Hindash, or Hindash. I think that's his last name, and that's going to be the name of the brand. But I don't know who this person is, this Hindash, but these pictures look gorgeous. These models look gorgeous. If this is his artwork or his aesthetic, I feel like this could be a very classy, very refined kind of makeup brand. Not sure what the price ranges are going to be, and I don't know who this Hindash is, but people are really excited. Everyone is abuzz, and everybody looks stunning. So I don't know. We'll have to see when that comes out, if that's even appealing. And if it's like super high expensive, then I probably won't be dipping my toes in it anytime soon because we broke over here. We have to do what we can. But I do have some fun things on the way, so don't think that I'm not, we're going to do some fun indie things that don't have to cost $1 million. Okay. Next. Who has a makeup brand next? It's one of a great big annoying family. And I don't mind them. They're fine. But this is Kris Jenner. Ugh. Haven't you made enough money? Now you have to have a cash grab makeup brand. Your makeup looks the same all the time. All the time. It's never any different. It's never like exciting. It's not like I look at Kris Jenner and I'm like, damn girl, that eyeshadow is on point. No, I'm not thinking that. I'm not. So to me, that's a wash. I'm not interested even a little bit. I bought 2 palettes, I think, from Kylie. I did like her lip kits, but her eyeshadow is not that great. So yeah, I feel like I've given them enough of my money. So moving on, and here's where we get really exciting. Really exciting, because allow me to put in a picture of what's next. And this is she right here. This is Ethereal Bloom by Artist Couture. And this just came in the mail today. And my daughter created the color scheme for this look, which you've already seen pictures of. I absolutely love the look. I'm going to have a first impressions up tomorrow. hopefully, because I did the first part today. So take a look up close. If I can get this lighting is going to be something else. I think I need to turn down, nope, not up. Turn down the light a little bit. Oh wow, you can actually see me now. What were you looking at this whole time? I'm sorry, I'm not any good with the camera and the lighting and stuff like that yet, but I'll get there, right? So, or die trying, I don't know. So this is the palette, and I will say to the packaging is just killer. This box with the angels and the clouds, if they got Ethereal Bloom, if anyone has captured Ethereal Bloom, I believe it is this palette. I love these kind of colors, but I will say that your pastels are very, very pastel. They're very light. They're very subtle, especially this purple. So I think that it's gorgeous. I think you can make gorgeous looks with it. I like pastel colors. They go with my coloring pretty well. But if you're expecting like super brilliant in your face, then it's not so much that. Also, these shimmers are not the shimmeriest. They're okay. And I don't mean anything mean by that. It's just the shimmers are not that pigmented, and they're not that wow factor. Let's see if I can turn this up a little bit. Okay, so the pigment is pastel, which I think is fantastic. I'm going to insert swatches. Yeah. And as you can see, they're just so very pastel, which is just perfect for this time of the year, and I absolutely love it. And so we're going to we're going to do a first impression, and then we're actually going to do a deep dive into this one, because this is my second palette from Artist Couture, and I wanted to see if it was about the same quality as the Caliente, which was this one that I got through BoxyCharm, because this is my other Artist Couture, Caliente, and I liked that one, and I could create really pretty looks with it, especially when I match it up with my Divinest shades. And we'll get into the Caliente right after the Ethereal Bloom, because I have a palette to give away to you guys. So I want to do a little review of this one as well, and a giveaway with that. So if you're interested in all those things, keep your eyes peeled, because those videos are coming up. I did check, and this is still available right now. I'm guessing that this is going to be available for a while. It's probably going to be in Sephora. And so check that out. It is $30. You can use code TRENDMOOD for money off, and it was a very seamless thing coming from their website. It was the fastest one, and it was the last one that I ordered, but it was the fastest one that came here, so really good. Okay, so we have an update. I think this was an update from last week. This is an update on the Genesis palette, and this is the color story. So it looks really intense. Right, and kind of dark, and not what I would think of for like a spring release, but still a very curated kind of palette. So I'm interested to see what the layout is, and the price. I don't know, because I think this is the first palette for this brand, or I don't know. I can't remember what we said last week, but this is the update. So up next is Adept Cosmetics is coming out with this foundation. This brand is kind of coming up, if you're noticing. So we had the, what was the first palette called? Daggone it. The first palette was all shimmers, and it was called, I can't remember what their first palette was called, but the second palette, the Ninhydrin, which was in our video last week, that sold out like super quick. So those two palettes, if that's setting the tone for how this brand is going to be received, people are loving these palettes. So the foundation's pretty interesting. I'm guessing it's going to be expensive because the Adept Cosmetics palettes have been $68, which is a lot too rich for my blood. I'm out. What I'm not out of is what's up next, because this is from Kara Beauty. It's the Kara, I think. They've got 3 new palettes for spring. These are $16.99 each, I think, or $17.99. I wrote down $16.99, so maybe it's that. I don't know. I love these colors, and I love these prices. What does everybody think about Kara Beauty? Have you guys used this? Is Kara Beauty like decent? The colors look really nice, and like that blue one in the middle, and even the pink one, and look, all of them look really nice. So let me know if you've tried Kara Beauty, and I might check that out. Up next is Yardy Cosmetics. So these are, we've obviously gone into indie territory, I believe. This Yardie is definitely indie. So the palette in this picture has the offset pans. It's not my favorite thing when they do the offset, but I love this color story. This is very spring, very nice. I want to see swatches. They also have the lashes and the brushes and like a holographic bag or whatever, but that palette is very, very nice. So I'm curious. So let's keep an eye on Yardie over here. Yardie, what an interesting, maybe that's somebody's name. It's interesting. And speaking of interesting names, that's what's up next. Akissa Jerlandi or Jerlandi Cosmetics. And she has this journal palette, which is such a cute little idea. I love this unique color story. I think that this is a really pretty color story. It's very nice for this time of year. And this is selling for $35. I won't be picking this one up. But picking up some other things. Up next, so this is Peachy Queen. Okay. The Tiffany's palette. Let's have a chat. Let's have a chat. Okay, so you see the color on my wall. And the number one spot, I'm pointing to that mirror right now, that Jeffree Star mirror in the Tiffany blue. So see, that's the color of Tiffany's. And a little bit more green leaning than that blue is, those boxes are. Okay, if that makes any freaking sense at all. The palette, the outside of the packaging is designed like a Tiffany's box. But inside the palette, we've got more spring green colors and then some dark greens. And I'm like, you took this palette into a weird direction. So I'd say, and I love Peachy Queen. I love their formula. I think that they have, they just have a whole kick-ass little system. I like how often she's able to come out with such interesting things. And I think that she usually does a really good job curating a palette. The Tiffany's palette, I just think that they missed their mark. Plus, I'm kind of ticked at them, and you'll find out later why. Not like really ticked at them. It was just one of those things. So, up next, we're going to talk about Yardie Cosmetics. This was a pre-order for the Lore palette. And this is 4 mattes and 5 multi-chromes, okay, for $35. And I had it in a cart overnight. And when I got to the site just to see if it was available, because I was like, I can't afford to get this palette, but I really want it. So the Lore palette has the Medusa on the cover, and it's got these just gorgeous shades, which do seem to be more fall type shades to me, but I can get into them even in the summer. Anything green leaning and reds, and it pulls me in. It's sold out already. They just put it up and it's sold out. But I feel like I'm going to try Yardie Cosmetics soon, friends. I'm going to be trying some of those, the more special shades type brands. Now, usually they are more expensive, but when you have shades like this that you can add to any little thing, it's just so cool. So I feel like if you make a curated or a if you edit yourself in what you're getting from these multi-chromes, like if you see all the multi-chromes and you're like, I have to have all of those, then you're going to be spending way too much money with these companies. So you kind of gotta rein it in and think about what you would use the most and capitalize on that. I think that's the way to go. I don't know yet because I haven't tried, but I'm just saying. Okay, and here's where I was like, I had just been on the Peachy Queen site ordering the Strawberry Lemonade palette because that was the newest. And then like right after I ordered it, they dropped this Tiffany's palette. And I was like, dang it, so I'm not even on the newest palette. But that's okay because this is my second purchase from Peachy. No. Second or third? No, second. It's the second purchase. I purchased 2 of the tarot palettes from them, and I kept one and did a giveaway with the other. Now, the Peachy Queen Lemonade and Strawberry palette, and I also got the Winged Liner. Okay? And I think the Peachy Queen Lemonade palette Lemonade Strawberry is still available, and it's $27. And then the Winged Liner was like 15 or 16 bucks. And then you get to take discount off for Trend Mood is usually who I give the credit to, because Trend Mood is who I go to look at new releases. And so if she has a code with people, I usually use that because I feel like that's giving back to her and giving her credit in my videos and all that kind of stuff. People should always be, I feel like they should always try to do that. So anyway, those are on the way. Nope, haha, just kidding. They're stuck in California. They've been sitting there for a few days, so I don't know what's going on, but they are still stuck in California. But that Peachy Queen order is on the way, so we'll have that stuff to play with. And then I'm really excited about this. So the next thing that's coming is the Zodiac Palette, and this is from Rose Glam Boutique. Yes, Rose Glam Boutique, I think. And this is still available. This is the Zodiac palette, and it has all these gorgeous greens, purples, and like blues and a little bit of orange. And it's just stinking gorgeous, like amaze balls. And I'm so excited to try this new brand and for it to be a Zodiac palette, even the cooler. You know, I am super into that stuff, always have been, into the Zodiac, and I'm a Libra, and that's probably why I love it so much. But I'm super stoked to try out this new brand. This Zodiac palette was like 24 bucks to start with, and then I got a discount, I believe, also from Trend Mood. So excited because that should be here. Right now it's in Cincinnati, so it should be here either tomorrow or the following day. So excited. Also coming tomorrow or the following day, also stuck in Cincy. But they both say in transit. The next one is from Lorella, and I ordered the Daydream or Dreamweaver or Dreamcatcher. He's a dream catcher, is the pastel, all pastel, real light pastels. And then the Totally Tubular palette. I got no. It was so cute. It looks so stinking cute. And I got the 2 of them together on such a good deal. I don't know if I can't remember if they were having like a site-wide 20% or something. I don't know. I feel like I got both of these palettes for like $25. So Super excited to try Lorella as well. So we're just like really trying out some indie brands. I'm very excited about that. And then we have my Glamnetic order from BoxyCharm. Remember, I ordered the original pair of lashes and one black liner for the Glamnetic, and I absolutely loved it. But what I did to those lashes, I'm so sorry. I did not read, and this is very important, I did not read that you're not supposed to cleanse the lashes with water because they will fall apart. And after the third time I wore them, they completely fell apart. Pictures here. That didn't so much work out. But I have, they were only $9 when they're usually like $50. And so I got a couple more pairs from BoxyCharm. And thank you guys so much for joining me. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.